Welcome again to William Weir Games Corner. Today, I'm gonna start playing the house of Tesla. You may know the previous games in this kind of series, the 3 or 4 House of DaVinci, which were already following the pattern created by the Room games. If you watched this video and you enjoy it, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button and leaving a comment, because it really helps. I am 1 subscriber away from 25, which is a very modest number, but feels like a first round number to get to. So, in fact, if you subscribe and you are number 25, let me know in the comments. Now let's jump straight into the house of Tesla. Where am I? What happened? I don't remember anything at all. We are in some kind of workshop. It's so dark here. I should turn some lights on. Since the electricity is not working, I need to find another light source. Valve handle. Very quick tutorial. And we have light. I think the massive door is the only way out of this room. Project World Wireless. Radio City. Personal office of Nikola Tesla. I hope to use this diary to record my thoughts from the first large-scale experiments with wireless electricity. It is saddening that my first note must also be the last. I poured my hard work, my soul, and JP Morgan's money into this project for years. It was supposed to be a revolution, a grand display of how human ingenuity can better the lives of common folk. Free energy for everyone. Alas, well, there is no reason to dwell on this failure. It's just a setback. All that was great in the past was ridiculed. All that was great in the past was ridiculed, condemned, combated, suppressed, only to emerge all the more powerfully, all the more triumphantly from the struggle. All the more triumphantly from the struggle. And I am sure that in a few years I will look back at these moments with a smile. I need to take a few last things with me and move some of my more important research projects to places where they will be safe. Finally, I need to shut down power. I still remember the New York fire that destroyed my laboratory in 1895, and even though electricity was not at fault, I need to be cautious. After all, I hope to return here soon and continue my experiments. That's the last page. Find a way to jog your memory, exit the office, collect every document available, see all the flashbacks and their variants. And that's that. And I think we are now on our own. I'm going to assume I'm going to disable the hints just to hide that from the screen. If things get too dire, I may have to come back to them. So did we fall through the sky? Through the ceiling? Seems so. So what do we have here? Kind of generator. Machine here. Books. This. Cannot move this, it's locked. But there is something in this part. It can be turned to generate electricity. Doesn't seem to be enough to do anything. There is a vice here, but we don't have something to turn on it. Nothing on this. Nothing on that. Big key. Mechanical key. Click the item on the inventory. And now we have a key. The sun. We are New York, Friday, July 17th, 1903. Surprise, seafaring success. Ship many thought lacking finds dedicated following. When Carpathia first reached Boston on her maiden voyage. I'm not sure that is of any interest to us. Tesla flashes startling. But he won't tell what he is trying for at Wardenclyffe. It shows me as some mysterious genius, which is an image I certainly don't mind. I sum it up below. It also has typo in Wardenclyffe. Wardenclyffe, July 16. Locals have been captivated by nightly displays of lightning-like electrical discharges from Nikola Tesla's experimental tower and poles. Last night, brilliant flashes lit up the sky, streaking into the darkness in what appeared to be a deliberate pattern. The spectacle lasted past midnight. Though workers at the site remain silent, it is believed Tesla is using a deep shaft beneath the tower, over 150 feet, to transmit electrical waves both through the air and underground. Marconi expands business, ticket speculator punch, the Pope's end near, Professor Langsley's new airship, Call of the Wild. book, Prometheus, who stole the fire from the gods. Okay, but what are we? I guess I should go to the door. Oh, the key fits in here. Wooden rod. Oh, we cannot do it on this side. It's missing something. Anything on this paper? Yeah. Project World Wireless. In the past, every great inventor had some kind of focus for his inventions, something that gave him both the inspiration and the power to push boundaries of what is possible. Archimedes used the power and properties of water to push the knowledge of humankind further. Leonardo da Vinci did splendid work on mechanics and motive force that completely changed the landscape of what was possible at the time. As for me, I was always excited by the power of electricity. It's such an untapped potential, and it allows for unprecedented possibilities of transformation. In any segment of human activity, there is something that can be made better by using electricity. And by using Tesla coils, the energy can be disseminated over long distances completely wire-free. We just need a robust enough network of power plants and wireless transmission towers. That is the core of my life's work. Project World Wireless means free electricity for everyone. All of this seems to be added to the diary. These are my thoughts on the Project World Wireless, my musings about what sets me apart from other great inventors. The newspaper article. These are the documents I found in my personal office. The door is secured with an electrical lock. I must find a way to open it. 100 amp, 220 volt. Coiled wire rod. What's next then? What else can I do here? Oh, there is something here. Sneaky, sneaky. Metal triangle. That will allow me to connect it there. and open this. Coil wire ring. An object marked with a plus symbol has a second part. You need to find and add to it to complete. Yeah. Small Tesla coil. Now that we have the small Tesla coil, I think I will need to come back there. And receiver. How can I do something with the receiver? I don't think so. Oh yeah, it goes there. Which powers up the safe, I'm guessing. Left click the strange aura to examine it.
Sunday, June 7th, 1903. I conducted one of the most important experiments in modern science. But what made it so revolutionary?
Electric, independent, massive, wireless. Wireless?
Yes, like most of my experiments at Wardenclyffe, this one was also about wireless power transmission. However, that didn't make it unique.
Electric?
Of course, electricity was involved in the experiment. No one would have expected anything else from me.
Independent?
Independence was the groundbreaking benefit. All one needed was a single device that a person could carry on themselves. No more depending on awkward infrastructure. I just had a few final tweaks to make before I could test my new method of wireless power transfer.
Remote space wireless power transmitter. Electromagnetic wave transmitter. Current modulator. Magnetic field receptors. Power amplifying vacuum tubes. Okay. So I guess I need to build this. Unfinished prototype. Prototype. It was almost done.
The entire world was on its way to efficient and affordable electrification. Once initialized, the device was simple to operate. All I had to do was point at the object I wanted to take power from, press a button, and point at the object that will consume it. Eureka!
So I guess this is gonna be the main gimmick of the game. What happened? Was it part of my memory? A hallucination? Or something else entirely? I need to know more, but first I need to get out of here. This is the transmitter. And this is the transmitter, the prototype. Left click to activate the prototype. The prototype seems to be in working order. I could try using it to get out of this room. Prototype allows you to detect electrical circuits. It also highlights special places with high electromagnetic potential that unlock advanced features of the device. Check these places where all the lines and particles converge and double-click to move there. From this spot, you can wirelessly transmit an electrical charge between nodes. Left-click and drag from one node to another to establish a link between them. But there is a range limit, so that's why. What are you writing here? This device is extremely useful. I don't remember it working this well. It allows me to see nodes of electrical potential and create connections between them wirelessly, even though the latter function seems to be limited to special places, probably those with higher potential electromagnetic fields. With a feed of wireless electricity, I was able to revive a flicker of charge in an old battery in the table. That should help with powering equipment around here, which brings me to my own revival. I am still not sure what happened, where I am, or even who I am. Last thing I remember is a loud noise and a flash of light. Lightning, baby? Do I have amnesia? How long was I out? I need to get out of here. Hopefully, my memory will return in the process. I just saw something incredible, a glimmer from my past. Is my mind playing tricks on me? Is my mind playing tricks on me? This has to have a neurological explanation. Maybe my mind is trying to help me remember. Either way, I am stuck in this place until I find a way to open the electric lock on this large door, and the device I just saw could help me just do that. What else? To this, I cannot turn around. But in here, I see, so you cannot really use it any way you want. It has to be from these places of power. So we need to do this, I guess. Prototype Remote Space Wireless Power Transmitter. Experiment 1. My office. 7th of June. Great success. I was able to move electricity from a battery to a prototype of my new electric lock without any underlying infrastructure. This will be groundbreaking. Experiment 2, 2 days later, main factory hall. Moving electricity from a battery to a light bulb was unsuccessful. I immediately tried with the same battery and lock I used in experiment 1. Failed again. Experiment 3, 1 day later, my office. Sitting at my workshop desk, I was unable to replicate experiment 1's success. On a whim, I tried to move to the middle of the room near the podium, the same spot as in experiment 1. That led to success. Experiment 4, a week later, multiple places. I tried using the device to move electricity everywhere in the main hall of the factory. I tried it at the base of the tower and in my laboratory. I even tried it outside. All failures. Maybe if I ever find out why I could use it at the one spot, it could be actually useful. How do we lock this? So these two match now. Now we need to make it match with the third one. It should be. So first we need to get the third one in position. This one. And now we block the third one until we go back to the two we wanted. That's it. We open the door. That's the end of the first chapter of the House of Tesla. Basically a tutorial chapter. We are now at chapter 2. Tesla factory, upper floors. After the door finally opened, I walked onto the After the door finally opened, I walked onto the catwalk in the main factory building. After the door finally opened, I walked onto the catwalk in the main factory building. I took just a few aimless steps. The scale of everything in this facility is just breathtaking. It really gives me a new perspective to think about my predicament. The vision I saw after picking up the wireless electricity device from the safe. It had to be a memory. My memory. The name Nikola Tesla does sound familiar. The face as well. That would mean this diary was indeed mine from the very beginning. In the first note I wrote that I need to shut down the power before leaving. But the power is off and the place seems abandoned. There is no night shift workers and I can't even hear the soft hum of an electric generator. That means I must have left at some point and then returned. But why? Was there something I needed to do or check? For now, I should look around and see if anything jogs my memory, or perhaps helps me leave this place. A logical start would be the important looking switch on the balcony in front of me. Electricity. Well, that didn't work very well. I tried using what must be the main power control panel. I could have expected it wouldn't be as easy as flipping a switch. Power turned on briefly, maybe a wisp of electricity left in the lead-acid batteries. It wasn't enough to open the gate, but it caused the elevator to drop to a lower floor. I may be able to use it to get to the ground floor if I can make it operational. What's this? Nothing I can use. At least not right now. That. And can I see any power lines? Yeah. They converge there. Okay. So what now? I think I can use this anymore. Oh, there's something here. Ah, a metal crank. Cranky. Now I will be able to crank this. And get to this. This is broken. Cracked gear holder. What else do we have? What is this? Some kind of device. I have no idea. I cannot either. I would really like if this game had a highlight interactable hotspots. This is now almost on the green area. There you go. I don't even know what I was doing there. But this opens that. Now that this is open, I can open this box. I just discovered a functional welding machine. Oh, a welder. It seems to have been placed here to help make any required repairs quickly without having to stop production. I'm sure that given the state of this factory, it will come in handy during my exploration. It's strange that I haven't seen more machines like this. After all, this should be a factory, but it seems unfinished. Maybe I'll find more about it on the lower floors. That means I can fix this with the welder. What? Okay. I'm not totally sure what I just did, but it seemed to be mostly correct. down, then up, then continue. Can I just say continue? No. Down, then down, I think. Down and then down. It's weird. That felt strange, that when like you were programming the next step instead of the current one, but I guess no difference in the end. So with the thing in place, oh, I can send charge from one place to another here. What did I do? Right, so I turn on some kind of I've turned on this conveyor belt. Oh, I turn on the conveyor belt. I turn on the elevator. Good. I'm sure that will be important now. And now with this into place, I'm sure there must be easier ways of creating sets of stairs. Do you really need to reuse the same flight of stairs? Well, he is a genius, I guess. Radio City, the city of the future. I always dreamed of creating, inventing something that would benefit all of humanity, to be the positive change, thinking about a future that is not only more modern, but just plainly better. Radio City is like that, a culmination of my plans, of my most important project, Project World Wireless, a city for people who will work in factories, build machines patented by me, and bring about global change. An interconnected world where every household is linked to a network of free energy, where you can reach your friends on the other side of the globe in mere moments. The city will be built around my first wireless electricity transmission tower in Wardenclyffe and this very factory. It will house the first workers and employees and later become the city where tomorrow is today. Build machines patented by me. Totally selfless, man. Strange to link that with Tesla instead of Edison. Yeah, so we can see the electricity, but we cannot do anything with that right now. Any reason to do this? My usual policy in these games is do everything you can do first time round. To summon the elevator, I need to make sure it's unblocked and fully functioning. Right, there was a bit of trash in there. After the elevator fell, I was afraid it would be in worse condition. It seems I only need to repair the wheel on top that directs the cabin's movement. This is broken. Oh, this is gonna require more welding. I should not have removed the stairs. You are strong, my friend. And then back to the welder. I also have this knob screw, but I think this is just to place the disc back. So this will be down, then more down, then up, down, up, up, down. On again. No, it's not that. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how this machine works, and that's why. No, it's like turn right, turn left. So if you think of the head as going this direction, first it's gonna need to turn right, then left again, then right, then left, left, right, right. Coffee. Welded sheath. Then back to here. We put the sheath back on. We put the screw back on. Put the screw back on. And the elevator is working. Now, before I do anything else, I still think I'm gonna need to do this, so I'm gonna do it. Only time will tell me if I'm right or not. Oh, blinking light. Cannot interact with it. Then go out. There is another door to the side. This door. Ah. It's annoying not knowing what you're looking at until you click. There is a 3 that seems to block this. This is just my lock. The elevator controls electronics seem to be out of order. If I want to get to the ground floor and the main gate, I need to either repair it or find another way down, preferably not by falling. So I can go up, but not down. Wait. Northern Lights. This time of the year. At this latitude, limited only to this room. Can I see it? You have a factory. Now what? One of two. I had a few meetings with Samuel. He was always better than me at monetary matters. He went through my inventions, through the sizable number of patents I had created over the years, and we considered their financial viability. Oscillators, transformers, tuned circuits for various designs, all of these could help me establish my factory at the beginning of an industrial chain for modern electronics. However, that would require me to act quickly, and I'm not sure I can do that right now. I could also make radio and telegraphy parts. That is something JP Morgan really believes in. Both individuals and governments will always seek effective ways to communicate, and if those ways were mass-produced, this definitely had potential. Also worth mentioning are my remotely controlled devices, although as some pointed out, while they are interesting and could have huge implications, they aren't really feasible for mass production. They need too many tweaks depending on the purposes they are constructed for, and they will always require high customizability. This is turn all the lights on puzzle. Oh, we're missing a light. We are missing a light. My friend helped me with a list of potential inventions. This is what we just read. I think here now, can I change this? Not really. I don't have a way. There was also this. I missed that. A hollow corkscrew. Always useful, a hollow corkscrew. Hopefully it will help me take out the light. Yes. Light bulb. I'm leaving that there. Okay. What kind of strange mechanical statue is that? Alright, let's go one by one. Move that. I think this may be missing power. Small side chamber here with another paper. In between writing this, I am watching a storm unfold. The lightning strikes are sharp and frequent, and their erratic sounds bring to mind things that always made me wonder, even in my youth. Lightning travels freely through the skies and across great distances. It always fascinated me, and while we have successfully harnessed the power of electricity, its freedom still eludes us. But moments like this, they show me something from a front row seat. It's an experiment nature's own demonstration, a proof of concept. My goal to bring about wireless power transfer is not unnatural. It reflects how energy already moves in the world, using natural phenomena like atmospheric conductivity and electromagnetism. I can harness other aspects of electricity that I already have. Sometimes it will need adjustments. Alternating, alternating current is not found in nature, and still it allows us to effectively transport energy over substantive distances, something that stumped early adopters before I arrived with my inventions. And the same things need to happen here. Sometimes I just need to watch the thundering skies and muse about it all. I should look into one of the flasks in a small secret room on the top floor. I should look into one of the flasks in the small secret room on the top floor. What's the small secret room? Is this the small secret room? It's not much secret. Is there a secret in this room? What is this? This one would be this pattern. This one would be this pattern. Huh? What? You have a factory, now what? I had many patents and all of them had their merit. But one thing was certain, I wasn't sure how to sell them, but we were talking about lots of possibilities. For now, I needed something already tested, something required by society in large quantities, something that would stay virtually the same no matter its purpose. So I returned to the idea of AC motors, engines and generators. With electrification in progress, every factory, vehicle and industrial complex would need some. Sam also pointed out another benefit of going with this idea. I could throw my good name around. After Chicago, people knew me as the man behind alternating current. That was an advantage none of my competitors would have. I don't understand. This seems to match this design, but we are missing one more. So much effort must have gone into making this table. A metallic egg under a glass cover, a color marble stone. This isn't just an art piece, it's important. The feat of Columbus. Probably one of the most far-reaching and revolutionary discoveries made by Mr. Tesla is the so-called rotating magnetic field. In this issue of Electrical Experimenter, we will explain the remarkable concept while presenting a unique opportunity to see it with your own eyes. You might remember the story of Christopher Columbus, who showed his perplexed audience that he could balance an egg on its top by cracking it a little at first. Next month, at the World's Columbian Exposition, Mr. Tesla will perform an even greater feat using the principle of the rotating magnetic field with an egg made of metal that cannot be simply cracked. Continue reading on page 37. We're missing one, which I'm guessing will be the important one. We're missing one thing here. Photos. Strange statue. First, what's this? You're missing something too. This is... You need a better handyman maintaining this. Everything is broken. You're missing an Aryan guy. Or girl. Number 2. There was number 3 on the elevator. Don't know if that's the size of the bolt. What else do we have? We have this, which also we cannot open. Books. Small compartment. Oh. Oh. That's good, I guess. Not that easy to see, but if you go one by one, you can see this is too low, this is too high. Yeah. Another number 2. Another crank. Segmented cylinder, similar to the one from the welder. Nothing else we can do here. And I just hit the glass with the crank. Nah. We are not savages here. These ones require a key I don't have.
Wednesday, September 15th, 1902. I'll never forget the events of that day. I was sitting in the lounge of my new factory, preparing for an important meeting. A meeting that would ensure my financial stability for years to come. Just a few hours later, I was to make a presentation on Wall Street at the headquarters of a company which symbolized wealth throughout the US and across the ocean. The man about to receive me was J.P. Morgan, one of the most powerful men in the capitalist world, a successful banker, and my new project investor. Nobody else was willing to provide such a large sum. Only he believed that by combining my genius and his money, could we revolutionize radio technology. And today, it was time to take our collaboration to the next level. I was sure he would love my proposal. Our meeting was supposed to be about
project. Lighting project.
Wardenclyffe was the ambitious project he helped me fund. Our meeting must have been related to it.
Then I guess friendship.
It certainly wasn't a friendly visit. Every meeting with this man was very difficult.
Ah, I
I don't think our meeting had anything to do with lightning.
no, right? America.
America, the land of endless opportunities. But we were definitely talking about something more specific.
About
I've shown Morgan my radio-controlled boat in the past, but that wasn't the point of today's meeting.
amendments.
Yes, I'm sure I've come up with an amended proposal. But Mr. Morgan is just an investor. I'm the inventor. I'm the one who sets the direction of the entire project. And I know we can do better.
Wait, we are in the vision now. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, tower-shaped key. Ornamental tile. Model train. I cannot interact with this. But there is nothing else to interact with. So it has to be that. I am missing something in this house. I don't understand. I don't see how this. What to do now? What am I missing? What interaction point am I missing? Oh, this one. Golden beam. I guess that will go here. This will go there. At some point at least. Okay, so I need. And it needs to do like that. which is this one. This may be it. This is very much like the beginning of the room games with puzzle boxes like this one. I certainly like them, but right now it's hard not to think of Glass Onion, film Glass Onion. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing here, if I'm being honest. Apparently I did it. Tower model. Erected tower model. This side we have goes back 15 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes. I don't know what I'm doing here. Feels like I'm missing some interactivity that I cannot just yet do. Tower model is gonna come here. Can you imagine what the banker would be doing while spending 15 minutes getting the demonstration going with all of this? Key sounds like it's gonna go here. So the key makes it go back 20 minutes or forward 20 minutes. That was not too hard. Wire dome. I'm assuming that goes here.
My presentation was flawless. I spoke to the point and mentioned all the important facts. Electricity for everyone at no additional cost. I was convinced that success was guaranteed. That's why I was taken aback when I saw the investor's face turn confused, and his confusion gradually grew into anger. My sudden changes to the project and the needed financing apparently took him by surprise. I begged him to let me explain everything, but that only made the situation worse. I did listen to you. It's you who doesn't listen, he shouted at me. I tried to explain how wireless power could completely change the world, but it was no use. The whole room was filled by a single emotion.
Despair.
Desperation came over me. It was obvious that Morgan was just another self-centered big shot. J.P. Morgan, visibly relaxed and continued calmly. You treat money as a certainty, but you are not in a position to afford to do that. Finish the radio technology, give me something we can make money on. I'll be happy to fund your further research, but you have to show me more than empty promises.
I wasn't expecting you to be greedy, JP Morgan.
I lost his interest as soon as he learned that my invention was to help the whole world, not just his wallet. Then this is all for nothing. Why did I expect there to be any sense in talking to you? I will see my vision through, with or without your help. In reality, however, despair consumed me. This was the end of our collaboration. This was the end of Wardenclyffe. With tears in my eyes, I swept the damn model down.
It is pronounced Wardenclyffe and not Wardenclyffe. Sorry about that. And that's the story of how the model got broken. What can we take of any use from here? The train, can I have the train? The train was cool. The golden beam, that's the most important part of them all. I guess the golden beam is related to the statue. Cracked metal foot. So we also need to weld the foot. So once again, I shouldn't have moved the stairs. At some point, I will be correct in moving the stairs. That point is not today. To confess, I don't understand this. Why? Why make this? Why make you do the same puzzle 3 times? That foot is bigger than I expected. It's gonna be moving. Down. Down, 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 and down, I think. Oh, that was wrong. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. Why? Down, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right. That's it. I was counting wrong at the beginning. Welded metal foot. Should I? Yes, yes. Third time is the charm. What do I do with the foot? am I supposed to do with this? I don't have any clue as to how this should be looking. Are there any photos or anything? No. Okay, so what should I be looking at? Is there anything more I can do here? I don't think so. Why does that open? I don't see any reason for it. I guess I don't understand this pattern. That opens this one. Ah, there's this. I haven't looked at this. I can close that. Does that help in any way? I think so, no? Maybe the horses can now be interacted with. Because it's the same. I cannot. Oh, that's interesting. So I need to create a circuit between that and that. That and that. Okay, that was cool. Clock hand. Clock hand. Where do we have a clock? Missing a hand. in here. Where do we have a clock missing a hand? Inside this, it would seem. I cannot open this. Ah, wait. So this is formed with wave pattern on the side, vines pattern in the middle, and it has the tail pattern here. This one is formed with this pattern, wave pattern. It doesn't have that, and it doesn't have this. And we are missing a cup for the red. That's it. At least that now makes sense, which is good. Where do I need to go now? Is there anything else I can pick up from here? Don't think so. There is electricity here now. Also this, which I still cannot open. Wait, this has also powered lamps and this. This was already powered. Yeah, this is not new. Oh, but there's something here. It's a crown. These symbols, I better write them down. Crown, cross, and a lion. Nothing on the other side. But there is something in here, something that you can crank. Wooden tablet. The wooden tablet goes here. Northwest, southeast, southwest. Push button. And the final shot glass, which means and I have the pipe wrench. And with the pipe wrench, I can do much. Yeah, there are 3 values, 1, 2, 3. Set this to 2, and we remove that. Valve wheel. Hip flask. I wonder, did Tesla have a problem with a drinking problem? Because he put a lot of effort into hiding his shot glass and the hip flask. Now, you can come here and get this in here. That opens the next level of this. This puzzle seems to be missing a way to control it. I think I'll have to find a place, another part before I can solve it. Okay? Not that, right? No. Now, there is another place where I can use pipe wrench already. There. I was able to open the cover of the broken elevator controls. It seems like quite a complex system, but I can see the issue clearly. The problem is that the bottom button on the left lacks power. I will need to solve it somehow, and then it's straight down to the gate I saw earlier. But first things first. Not sure. I feel like I should be able to do more things here. Hip flask. Where could the hip flask be useful? There. The part of the room that I just closed off had a nice view of what must be Wardenclyffe Tower. There were also devices to measure air pressure, probably to make weather forecasts. I wonder if I ever sat there, sipping my drink and watching the rain pour down, interrupted only by lightning. On this side of the closed door, you wouldn't even notice the chamber is there. What I notice immediately is the painting of horses. Number 1 is green with squares. Number 2 is yellow with circles. Number 3 is blue with triangles. Not sure what the meaning of that is. How does that relate with both of these things? This device seems able to animate an image of a running horse. It's an impressive use of light and understanding of how the human eye works, but I'm sure there is more to it. Some kind of puzzle or twist. You don't say. Number 1 is green with squares. So green that's helpful. Number 2 is yellow. Number 3 is blue. Number 4 is there is a number 4. I don't think there is a number 4. So what's number 4? 4. So number 1. Here, legs forward. Like that. Number 2. Rear legs backward and open. That. Number 3. no like in the floor. Foldable mechanism. And what do we do with this? It goes here, right? Riverdale on Hudson, New York, October the 3rd, 1902. My dear Nicola, they say you've built a tower taller than the one you've used to talk to Mars. So what's next? Saturn? Instead, it seems this time you want to use it on our own globe to send voices, and maybe more than that, through the air. My dear friend, when I shout at clouds and talk to the wind, they call me mad. When you do it, it gets you funding. It must be the mustache. Yours gives you credibility and courage. You have already done what few others will ever manage. You've dared to try what they won't even imagine, and for that, my friend, you deserve respect, no matter what happens next. Yours in admiration, Samuel L. Clemens, also known as Mark Twain. So that's the Sam he was talking about. An earring, which is for the statue, and this machine does nothing. Light bulb delivery system. Not sure what I'm supposed to be getting here. All green? Not sure you can do all green here. You need 5 of the same color, I'm guessing. There are 3 yellows. Something is happy now. I don't know what I'm doing. There's no clues about what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay. I have no idea why that worked. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know if I'm supposed to know what I'm doing here. Can I fix this now? Why is this one not working though? What am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything here. This is not something I can solve at the moment. It has to be. I don't have anything else I can interact with. It has to be this. But I have no idea what it is that I am looking at. Oh, wait. I can actually move the things. Oh, that goes together now. I need to get these two together. I don't know what I'm trying to get here. Cannot see any clue anywhere. This is not reacting in any way. Wait. I don't know what I'm trying to do. That was it. So unclear. I still cannot open this. There is now a drawer handle. That will be useful. Here. JP Morgan & Co., 23 Wall Street, New York, October 12, 1902. Mr. Nikola Tesla, Wardenclyffe, Long Island, New York. Dear Mr. Tesla, I must regretfully inform you that neither I nor any of my companies will give you any further financial support. You already received $150,000 more than we initially agreed upon for a very specific scope of work. It has come to my attention that you have significantly expanded the scale of the project without prior consultation, and in conjunction with raising prices of material, this has led you to running out of money. This is neither practical nor acceptable in business. I invested with the expectation of a commercially viable result. At present, I see no clear prospect of a return. This will be my final word on the matter. With due respect, J. Pierpont Morgan. So the P is Pierpont. I never knew that. Electronic component that we were missing. Now with that electronic component, can we do something more? Seems to me like I'm missing another one. Yeah, I'm missing something because this double one should come here. Ah, there you go. Now we are cooking. Now we are almost definitely not quite. That is the one. Finally. Let there be light. That's the end of second chapter. That's the end of this session. Next video, chapter 3 and maybe chapter 4, depending on how long they are. Here in the House of Tesla, in William Ware Games Corner. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and goodbye.